Welcome to the Think It Media podcast. I am your host, and today we will be diving into microcopy and form UX, tiny changes that drive real lead growth. Our episode title, Microcopy to Money, 5 form and CTA tweaks that turn visitors into leads.
Quick hook. Here's a 30-second diagnostic you can run right now. Open your contact or sign-up form, start filling it as a new user, and stop at the first place you hesitate. If you paused, that field is costing you leads. If you didn't, congratulations. Now test completion speed. That's your single biggest friction check.
Let's dive in, most definitely. In this episode, we'll unpack a 5-move framework you can A/B test in weeks, not months. Each move includes expected impact, a 1-step test, and the level of dev effort, minimal, moderate, or sprint level.
Here's the promise. Apply these 5 tweaks, measure them, and you'll often see single-digit to double-digit lifts in completion rates. We also give tips on avoiding noisy tests and when to call in help. Ready? Point 1 and 2 are up first. Point 1. Labels and progressive disclosure. The problem we see: forms packed with fields and unclear labels. Users freeze when they don't know why a field matters. Fix: use clear, outcome-focused labels, not internal jargon, and group fields logically.
Concrete example. Instead of a label that reads company, use company where invoices will be sent. For a phone number, show optional, mobile number for quick scheduling, so the user understands the benefit. Progressive disclosure hides optional or advanced fields until they're needed, reducing cognitive load.
A simple A/B test. Version A keeps current labels. Version B uses benefit-led labels and hides optional fields behind a single more options toggle. Expected impact: faster completion, lower abandonment, usually a 5 to 15% lift. Dev effort: minimal front-end changes. Or use a tag manager inject.
Accessibility note. When hiding fields, ensure ARIA attributes are updated, so screen readers only announce visible inputs. Small moves, big wins, and no sacrifice to accessibility if you handle it properly.
Point 2. Benefit-led CTAs. Generic CTAs like submit or send are invisible. Swap them for outcome-focused lines that say what the user gets. Get my free quote. See product pricing. Schedule a 15-minute call. That one change shifts user intent and clarifies the promise.
Test these CTA variants: benefit first copy, action first copy, and a variant that adds a time promise. For example, get a reply within 24 hours. Track click to submit conversion and downstream lead quality. Often the best performing CTA reduces false positives and increases qualified leads.
Placement matters too. A sticky CTA or a second CTA after an explainer can lift intent. Quick tip: use contrasting color for the primary CTA, but test subtle copy changes before you rewrite the visual design. Minimal dev, measurable impact.
Point 3. Trust microcopy and privacy signals. People abandon forms when they worry how you'll use their data. Add a short, readable privacy line under email and phone fields. We'll only use this to schedule your demo. No spam. Add icons for secure connections and known third-party validators if applicable.
A/B test. A control form versus a form with concise privacy microcopy and a small security badge next to the submit button. Expected outcome: lower abandonment and higher completion from privacy-sensitive visitors. Dev effort: minimal. Text and small graphics only.
Be honest and specific in trust copy. Avoid vague promises like, "We value your privacy," without saying how data will be used. Add a quick link to your privacy page for those who want the full details, but keep the inline text short and benefit-focused.
Point 4. Empathetic inline errors and live validation. Harsh, generic error messages kill momentum. Replace invalid input with actionable, friendly tips. That card number looks short. Check for missing digits. Show fixes in line in real time so users don't submit and then bounce back frustrated.
example test control with standard errors versus variant with inline validation and helpful repair steps. Measure retry rate and time to complete. You'll typically see fewer abandoned forms and fewer support tickets.
I once saw a website tell a user only error with no clue how to fix it. That's a conversion trap. Tone matters. Make error messages empathetic, not accusatory.
Point 5. Defaults, autofill, and accessibility. Use smart defaults where appropriate. Country, currency, time zone, and provide clear input hints like mm/dd/yyyy for dates. Enable autofill attributes so browsers can populate fields quickly. Area labels and proper tab order speed completion for keyboard users.
A/B tests here compare a form without autofill and hints to one with smart defaults and HTML autocomplete attributes. Impact: faster completion times and higher success rates, especially on mobile. Dev effort: usually minimal, but requires careful QA across browsers.
Recap and a prioritized checklist. 1. Simplify labels and hide optional fields. 2. Swap in benefit-led CTAs. 3. Add privacy microcopy and trust signals. 4. Use empathetic inline errors and live validation. 5. Implement smart defaults and autofill. For each item, we recommend a 1-week A/B test with predefined success metrics and a minimum sample size guardrail.
How Think It Media helps. We run the diagnostic, prioritize the tests, implement the minimal front-end changes or Tag Manager injects, and set up analytics so you can measure real impact. If you need the engineering lift, we scope sprint work and deliver fast. Let's talk about this.
If you want the checklist and measurement templates we mentioned, visit our resources page. We've included example copy snippets, test variants, and analytics events to track. These are the exact assets we use when we run rapid experiments for clients.
Subscribe to Think It Media for short, practical episodes like this. Hit subscribe so you don't miss upcoming deep dives on landing pages, paid acquisition, and SEO-friendly content that feeds your funnels. That's great. Definitely hit subscribe.
We appreciate you listening and hope to have you back for our next episode. Thanks for joining us. Until next time, test small, measure clearly, and iterate fast. Let's talk about this.